Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 22 chat.
Now I feel like Mr. Ed.
She ate peanuts right before. That's always a mistake.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Always a mistake. What is this, amateur hour?
Yes.
Alright, well anyway.
Last time, well this is episode 17, but last time Bailey went home and the HOH was in progress.
It's the wall. Everybody loves the wall, right? Everybody loves the wall.
I still think of it like Toy Story. The wall.
That's a good one.
Yes, thank you. So Tyler said...
This episode was very wall heavy, by the way.
I better start winning stuff.
I mean, he really messed up the last few weeks.
I almost sent myself home last week.
He did that. He did the whole thing with telling Bailey and Devon that Danny was after them, trying to, like, self-sabotage or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, I guess I should, like, play again. Because now they're into the jury. And he doesn't want to be sitting in the jury alone. For, like, 6 or 7 weeks or whatever. I mean, other people would show up,
yeah, but...
You know what I mean.
He don't want to be the first one in the jury. Ugh. That's not a good look.
Mm.
All right, Christmas. The diary room told her HOH was successful.
No,
but...
she's been saying that. She was like, I think I'm coming out of this in pretty good shape. But personally, it was a dumpster fire.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was. So she tried to make up with Devon.
Well, yeah, they had their meeting in the lounge, and they were both saying how they want to continue to work together and look out for each other. Girls Alliance.
In other words, I didn't send you home, so now could you keep me safe?
Yeah.
I'll keep you safe.
Well, Christmas was saying, like, if I win HOH again, I'm not going to put you up.
It was a real... I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger I'll consume today.
What is that from?
Popeye.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Devon was like, yeah, you're good. But we heard in the diary room, Day's not falling for that crap.
Good.
Nor should she.
Good.
Yeah, so she's like, I'll tell you what I need to tell you. Tell you what you need to hear. But... if she gets into power, she wins an HOH, Christmas better watch out.
Yeah, she said Christmas' ass is up on the block. So Danny is pretty much okay with everybody in the house except for Tyler.
Yeah, she's saying she does not want to win this HOH. She's got way too many friends and way too many alliances. So, like,
this would be very exposing for her.
Who would she even put up on the block? So she's just making sure...
Except Tyler.
Yeah, she's just making sure that she beats Tyler because they have their weirdness and she does not trust him. So she's like, I can't let Tyler win this.
Right. So Devon just so happened to be the first one off.
And when I was watching this on the live feeds, I was like, no! But I didn't even realize that she did that intentionally. It seemed crazy that she would fall off way before anyone else, including, like, Memphis, who's got a broken back, basically. It's not broken, but his back is, like,
painful,
bothering him. So it was pretty wild that she only fell off after, like, 12 or 13 minutes. But yeah, she was acting because she... wants people to keep thinking, wow, Devon really sucks at competitions, so...
she's not a threat.
Yeah, why even bother trying to get rid of her at this point? I mean, she made the right call.
Yeah.
She made the right call on that one.
All right, well, Enzo is entertaining everyone except for maybe Danny. I'll push you off. Stop.
Helen was pushed!
Well, Enzo wasn't.
This episode was a little bit light on content, and when I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it.
I was expecting some Ian content tonight, and I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen on the feeds Nicole freaking out because they were asked in the diary room about Ian, and, you know, there's been all this controversy about how they've been, like, making fun of him behind his back, so I thought maybe that would be on tonight's episode, but...
I almost feel like the diary room did that as a warning.
Just to warn them.
But had no intent of putting it on the show,
It's possible.
Actually.
That's definitely possible.
That's a way production can get around warning them without actually exposing themselves.
Right. Yeah, that's possible.
You know? Which is really kind of crappy. Really.
Anyway.
All you casuals, wake up. There's a lot of S going down in this house.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times if you're not watching the live feeds or not just watching them, but just, like, keeping up with them on, like, update websites or something.
Yeah.
you're missing out
on a lot.
Yeah. And I always give shout outs to like all of our fellow BB YouTubers, but I also want to give shout outs to some of the best like update websites. So just real quick, Hamster Watch, always, you're awesome. Big Brother Online, amazing. Sorry, I said that wrong. Big Brother Daily, amazing. Online Big Brother, amazing. I always mix those two up and make it into one thing.
Online Big Brother or Online Big Brother Network?
Online Big Brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I mixing up a different one?
I think you're mixing in even another one. There's so many good ones out there, but those are the main ones that I check out.
Yeah. Okay. Christmas is coaching everyone, and that is so freaking annoying.
Lock it in, guys. Lock it in.
I can remember being in labor 3 times, and when you got people talking and you're trying to concentrate on doing your thing,
birthing a child,
birthing a turkey out of your
oh no
port, the last thing you want to hear is lock it in.
Keep breathing, don't hold it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so thanks a lot. All right, so David was off second. I don't think he threw it.
No, he didn't. Ian also did not throw it. Tulane Terry, he used to...
Tulane Terry?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think that's his Twitter handle, isn't it?
Oh, did he go to Tulane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, Tulane? Like driving
No, like
Tulane? All right.
He was upset because he used to be a lot better at these types of competitions, and...
He's practically an old man now.
Aww.
All right, so the first 3 that fell off were have-nots, so that's Davon, David, and Ian.
Yeah, so of course, after Ian fell, Memphis was like, it's just the first 3, right? All right, I'm out. Peace. And he was like...
Yeah, I got to continue to eat my real food. I can't lose any weight or,
Memphis.
Do anything like that. I'm not fat-shaming him. I'm just saying he looks like he likes to eat a nice meal.
What? Okay.
I'm
anyway.
Just kidding.
All right.
Don't come for me.
Enzo was having a great time up there, but he made the mistake of changing his grip.
Didn't Memphis tell him, hey, check out the lower grips or whatever?
He was talking to somebody about it. He was like, oh, what are you doing? And they were like, maybe it was Nicole. I don't even remember, but he tried out the lower grips, and that was a mistake for him because he's tall.
Yeah. Kevin fell off. Kevin was really suffering.
Yeah, I think
I think that was a poor choice of outfit too, because that seemed like freezing.
Well, I think one of the worst things that you could do also in this competition is if you start to lean forward too much and you're putting all that pressure on your arms, you're not going to last much longer.
Right.
Like the closer you can stay to the wall, the better off you are.
Well, didn't he say he couldn't stay? Oh no, that was Ian. Said he couldn't stay very close to the wall.
Yeah, that was Ian.
Yeah. Danny just wants to outlast Tyler.
Yeah.
If she can just outlast Tyler, she could jump and, like, let somebody else have it.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Tyler was next.
Yeah.
After being all...
Yeah. Well, Danny was really suffering as well. She started making these freaking Pornhub noises.
That was a lot.
That was, like, bad.
That was a lot.
It was really bad.
I think I would just rather hear her chant her daughter's name instead.
Yeah.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
Yeah. Nicole... Sorry, once Tyler fell, Nicole was like, okay, I'm out.
I mean, it took a little while, but Nicole did not want to win this either because Nicole is also friendly with a lot of the other house guests, and
Nicole's
she doesn't
pretty
want
much aligned with everybody.
Not as much, but like
Kevin and David.
But she doesn't want to put a target on her back. She is very much playing the like I'm gonna sit back and let everybody else make moves for me kind of game.
That's a smart game,
yeah.
Obviously.
So she acted like she actually fell, but she threw it, which was interesting.
And Cody said, "Peace.
I'm out." Yeah, he fell like. I don't know,
2 seconds
10
after.
seconds maybe after her.
So then they left Danny holding the bag, and she's like, oh, great, I won.
Yeah, and she was planning on throwing it to either Nicole or Cody.
Yeah.
Because, again, she was just waiting for Tyler to fall, and then she didn't want it to be super obvious that that's what she was doing. So she was hanging on for a little while.
Not Illuminati.
Oh,
Love
man.
triangle.
Ah! Yeah, so Danny is the HOH winner.
Mm-hmm.
And also pretty much like the Wall Queen.
Would you say they were a big brother throuple?
No. I reserve that for Enzo, Succo and Tyler.
Yeah.
That's Cody, because his nickname is Zuko, but he said it was going to be with an S.
It's going to be with an S because he wanted to avoid copyright.
Don't come for me. I'm not hating on Cody. I'm just saying.
All right. Day and David have a little chat, and Day's like,
Where are you at with Danny? Do you have any sort of, relationship with her? And David's like,
Nope.
He hasn't talked much game with her, so...
Has he talked game with anyone?
I mean, some people, but he could find himself in trouble this week.
I think he's in trouble.
But guess what? We already know that David has the disruptor power.
Oh!
And he hasn't told anybody about it, even his allies.
He really kept that to the tight to the vest.
He did. So he's got that in his back pocket just in case things go wrong.
Well, Kevin has no problem telling Ian that he's worried about getting nommed while changing his underpants.
Okay, if I was ever on the show, I would not have any important conversations while I was changing. Poor Kevin.
And it's not like he was changing his clothes. He was changing the one never nude layer that you should never change on camera under a towel.
Yeah.
What if that towel slipped and he was having that important conversation?
Oh! I'm sure they'd
saying.
blur it out, but it would be on the feeds forever. Anyway, yeah, he's worried.
Mm-hmm.
He's worried because he also does not have a great game relationship with Danny, but he at least has a nice personal connection with her. They've talked a lot, just shooting the shit, chilling out, but nothing game serious.
All right, well, Danny and Davon.
They kind of bonded last week when they were like, hey, Tyler threw us under the bus to each other. That really brought them closer. So they've been...
Did it really?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think Danny is serious in wanting to work with Davon. I think Davon is a little bit wary about it. Mm-hmm. She's not really sure if she can trust Danny 100%, but she's not going to go after her right now.
So did Danny say, hey, what do you think I should do?
Well, Davon was pretty open with her and said, if I was HOH, I'd put up Christmas and Tyler. But also, there's a reason behind this besides everything that went down last week. Davon thinks that Christmas and Tyler both have powers, and she would want to flush them out. So Christmas does, Tyler does not.
All right, so she's 50-50 on this.
Yeah, so she's like, I'd put them both up on the block, and Danny's like, because she's aligned with both of them.
Right. So then Cody comes in and has a chat with Danny, and Cody says, put up David and Kevin.
Lame. We want to see big moves.
Yeah.
That is just not a big move.
Cody has ulterior motives because...
Oh, of course.
Tyler is his meat shield.
Tyler is in his throuple with Enzo. Those three are tight. He does not want Cody to go this early.
But he's also a meat shield.
He does not want Tyler to go this early.
Yeah, he's also a meat shield for Cody.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For Succo. All right, so it's prank time.
Oh, boy. We've
so
come to this point in the season.
Lame.
Cody and Danny have been doing a lot of scares lately.
Is this like a scare flirt?
I don't know. A sklurt?
A sklurt, yeah. Danny said, guess what? You know what
or
I should
is it, sorry, is this a, no, that one's not as fun. A sklurt.
All right, so Danny hid under some pillows.
Yeah.
So not obvious. In the lounge.
Apparently it wasn't. Davon was in on this. She brought Cody into the room, and Danny was all like, "Bleh," and Cody was like, "Roar."
Do you think he peed one drop in his pants?
He might have.
Yeah.
He might have.
Might be two. All right, so I feel so bad for Kevin. He's got a lot of weight on his shoulders.
He's got a lot of pressure on him.
And I think he puts a lot of pressure on himself as well.
Well, okay, we've seen it over and over and over again. Usually, Big Brother only casts one person, one LGBTQ person per season. Sometimes there's more, which is a lot of fun. And I
wish there was even more.
Yeah, but usually we have one openly LGBTQ person. Mm-hmm. And that puts a lot of pressure on that person because they feel like they're representing their entire community. And I feel bad for him that
I feel bad for Kevin.
He has all that extra pressure on him.
You know what, though? He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, we've given him a lot of shit. I think a lot of people have given him a lot of shit about, like, not knowing what's going on and all this stuff.
I mean, just as a person.
Oh, yeah, as a human, he's wonderful.
Yes, and I really wish that we could see more Anita Vito.
I know! I've only seen him dress up once as Anita Vito.
You said that she's coming in the house. We want her.
I hope that he hasn't avoided doing that because he doesn't feel comfortable.
I think that might be the case.
That makes me sad. I hope he feels comfortable enough to do that soon because I want to see more.
I want to see more too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so back to the dumb game. Danny says, should I put up Tyler?
I mean, the week before she was all, if I win HOH, I'm backdooring Tyler. But now that opportunity is here, she's kind of like, I don't know.
You know what? I feel like Danny's a real diary room tiger.
I mean, look at Enzo. He is like the ultimate this season.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, I think that Danny actually has the balls or the ovaries to do this.
What about the broveries?
Mm.
All right, so she doesn't want to put up anyone because she's aligned with pretty much everyone.
She is. So she's going to be showing some cards this week. This was not a good HOH for her to win. It really wasn't.
Or anyone.
Well, I mean, especially Danny.
Yeah.
She was in such a good spot before, and like, ugh, this is not going to be good for her.
So Danny calls Kevin into the HOH room and says, can I ask a favor of you?
Nope.
Would you be a pawn if I could guarantee that you stay?
Kevin was not happy about this. This would be his third time. I know, but Kevin is taking this hard. This is his third time going up on the block, potentially, and he feels weird about it because he's got a close relationship personally with Danny.
Mm-hmm.
So he was telling her, like, I'm going to be really pissed if I go this week and I'm sitting alone in the jury for my birthday. So
yeah,
he was basically telling Danny, like, I don't know if we're going to be friends after this if you put me up and I go.
Were they friends before the show?
No, but just like since the season started. As far as I'm aware, they were not.
So Danny's splitting vegan donuts with freaking Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be
donut.
Enemies.
Right, but Danny is trying to set herself up here for after this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, okay, Tyler, let's make a verbal agreement. So she says...
It's a donut agreement.
Yeah. Let's agree that we won't go after each other until we get down to the final six. Till it's just the committee in the final six.
Wasn't Tyler even saying I won't go after you until like final four?
Well, yeah. So then Tyler was like, oh, I'm going to like sweeten the deal. You can come after me at the final six, but I won't come after you until final four. And Danny was like, that's freaking weird. Like, why would you do that? So it made her really suspicious of Tyler, but it seemed like Tyler was being genuine. And he was like, from his diary rooms, not like in person. But it seemed like he was actually legit about that because he's trying to make up for what he did before to Danny, ratting her out to Bailey and Davon. So I don't know.
All right, well, it's time for the noms already. This seems like forever it took to get through this episode.
I know. Well, there was a lot of filler. But let's be real. Danny is not going to be putting Tyler up on the block initially. So she knows, like, this has to be some sort of a backdoor move. Because Tyler is going to be really good in competitions.
Yes.
All right.
So she put up Kevin and David. Boring!
Yeah.
That was so predictable. It was exactly what Cody told you to do.
Well, she was basically like, I don't want to crush anyone's dreams.
Well, what about
blah, blah,
Kevin
blah.
and David? You don't mind crushing their dreams?
But she says, we don't talk in a game. And
it's too early in the week to put up Tyler.
Well, she didn't say that in her speech, but...
She might as well have.
All right. Well, let's keep in mind, David has the disruptor power. And they pretty much said in the, like, what's going to happen on Tuesday thing that he's going to use it.
Yeah. And by the way, the next show is Tuesday.
Right.
So don't miss the Tuesday show. Thinking you have until Wednesday to watch it. It's Tuesday.
That episode should be a lot of fun. We got the disruptor power. We got the power of veto.
Should it be a lot of fun? You think so.
More fun than we've been having so far.
I guess.
I'll take it.
Because apparently they're not going to show anything controversial on the show.
I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching tonight. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah. And until next time,
much love.